just about to go for a bit of a bushwalk, Marley and I, but the weather's decided that wants to make it a bit wet for us, so that's cool. Okay, so today I thought I'll take these new little dive booties or reef booties out for a little bit of a bushwalk with my daughter
Marley,
yep,
which
Marley.
is me, what I just said.
Yeah. We're going to take this pack for a walk. I've filled it up with just clothes, so it's actually not that light. It looks bulky. It's probably, I don't know, 12 kilos. I've got a couple of cameras in there and the tripod, so it's a fairly light bag. But we're going to take this for a bit of a walk today, so that I can get a little bit of cardio in before the big Victorian Alpine trip with Andre Alipate. He's going to ask some questions of me, and I want to be able to ask some questions of him, so I'm going to work hard. Alright, let's get going, Marley. I reckon we're going to get rained on here.
Look up at the sky, I think we are.
Yeah. Righty ho, well we've started our walk up
The hill?
a hill, yeah. A sand dune with some trees on it.
It's not a sand dune, Daddy.
Wow.
It is a hill and it's made of rock and stone.
Ah. I think all of Perth's just one big sand dune, Marley.
Sand dunes are made of sand banks.
Very true. Anyway, just testing out these little booties, which surprisingly, while they're soft, they've got quite a bit of malleability under them, so I can feel even the tiniest of stones under my feet. So for this August trip with Andre Alipate, our strategy is going to be to start high and then drop low, and drop as low as we need to find where the sign is, which I'm hoping this time it's in the bottom third. Last time there was still a bit of sign in the bottom third, but it was mainly hind and young stag sign. All the mature stags, we never seen any, so I presume they were up a bit higher in midsection, maybe even the top third. And that's not where we focused, even though we had every intention of doing that. We ended up spending it in, yep, I'm waiting, spending it in the bottom third. So I think August being a time where there's going to be snow up higher, it's going to be cold, I doubt there'll be much feed left up high. And there was quite a bit of clover down low in the river bush flats, and amongst all that sort of sparse canopy cover, because there was a bit of sunlight that got through that canopy cover, and that's where I'm hoping that the majority of animals are. And if there's hinds on heat, well, you got to keep up. I don't wait up for anyone. You got to focus on where there's a bit of food for those hinds, I guess, because some of those mature hinds could be cycling. We might be still a little bit early for the bulk of the rut, but I like early August just because it is so much more likely to have snow up high and really condense those deer down low. And yeah, some of those wallow systems I would hope are going to get more and more use. So yeah, as I was saying, Andre's going to bring the bow over this time, which probably means a few situations where he's going to sit off the edge of some game trails or active wallows, and faces where they're, you know, moving between where they're feeding presumably and where they're bedding, because I still think they'll be bedding up in those sunny faces, maybe a couple of 100 metres out of the zone where there's food and where the hinds are concentrating.
Daddy, I've already marked around like salmon.
So with the bow, that means a lot of close encounters, and I mean that bush has got some open understory, which is going to allow for him to pick them up with his binos a bit easier. I'd undo your zip if you're feeling a little bit hot. That zip, yep, undo it, let all that hot air out. That might be why you're grizzling a bit, you're a bit hot. So yeah, I think Andre's going to use some of those congregation areas to be a place of focus, and then during some of the later parts of the day or middle parts of the day, we'll climb up and still try to get amongst some of the ledges, the lower section of ledges, mid-slope, and I don't know if we'll get much higher than mid-slope because I think there'll be snow in that top third. So if there's no snow on the top third, then I think naturally on the way down, dropping into that catchment, we're going to glass it anyway. So let's see what happens. It's going to be interesting. I'm not going to lie, the target species is going to be a mature Sambar stag. For me, that's primarily what draws me to some of that remote Victorian Alps in terms of the animal. But as I've said many times, and I'll say many times more, it's not the trophy that means everything. That's just a real bonus. So if we can put eyes on a mature stag, that will be an absolute marvel. But if we don't, well, then we'll make for another good film into Victoria's Great Dividing Range.